And we back! Buckle in, buckle in, buckle in, because today we're starting a mini-series. A couple days ago, we had a comment from a guy named LeBron the GOAT. Put all the MVPs ever in a single draft class and see who the real MVP is. Now, I think his suggestion was like, hey, you simulate one year and see who wins MVP. No. Today we are going on a journey, starting a journey where we try to do a career sim of every single player that won MVP if they were all in the league at the same time. I had to really prep for this video, man. I had to go out and find a rookie version of every single player that won MVP. That means going to NBA 2K's version of the historic draft classes. And then I found out that there's a good percentage of historic draft classes that aren't there. So we had to go back even further, see if somebody created Bob Pettit as a rookie and created Dave Cohen as a rookie and take those versions and put it in one draft class. Today should be legendary. I want to remind you to leave a like on the video. Again, it took a long time to prep for this video, and I would appreciate it if you new around here, subscribe, and let's get into it. Because, well, once we go over to scouting, go to prospect scouting, here is every single player to win an MVP award in the same draft class, have the age that they got drafted in real life, which is a W, and we'll see how this goes. Now, I double, I triple, I quadruple check to make sure that I didn't forget a player. We even found someone's version of Charles Barkley at 20 years old. So even the players that aren't in 2K that won MVP awards, we got a version of them. I double, triple, quadruple checked. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget somebody. And y'all know if y'all ever been on trips and you pack it and if it feels like you forgot something at home, this how I feel like I forgot an MVP. I went through the list, I'm telling you, 100 times it feels like. And I don't think I did, but it feels like I did. Like, in this world, let me see. Who is somebody that's low? Tim Duncan is probably going to get drafted in the second round. Yeah, this league should be crazy. Now, you're asking me, Kenny, you're in 2021. What happened to, like Giannis? Well, we deleted real Giannis. We deleted real LeBron. Anybody that has won an MVP award and still in the NBA is gone. Derrick Rose, gone. Right? I did delete Derrick Rose, gone. So, and another big thing. Because in a video like this, the OKC Thunder will end up with like 7 future MVPs because they have so many draft picks. Thunder fans, not today, because every single team has their own draft pick going into the season. Now, they have the opportunity to trade it if they want to, but as of right now, every team has their own draft pick. This is a year that I think everybody, you know what? You don't necessarily even have to tank. Let's just go out there and hoop, because you can have the 28th overall pick and end up with a player like Dirk, 28 James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So let's just simulate this first year. I think a lot of this video is the first couple years. It's probably going to be a 3-part series. First couple years, mid version of their career, then the end of their career. And yeah, let's get into it. Luka Doncic won an MVP award. Evan Mobley, Andre Drummond. Do y'all care about this? This is year number 1. Nobody really cares. Y'all better get y'all championships in now, because once these stars come in, it's going to be a lot different. A team that you might not expect to get to the championship will. And we got a 7-game series where Kawhi Leonard wins Finals MVP. There it is. Okay, are we ready? Now, what I want to check and see is any team trade their first-round pick this year. Because this is the absolute wrong year to trade a first-round pick, but they don't know that. No team traded a first-round pick. All right. I would say like the draft lottery is important, but I don't even know who they consider the top player. Actually, the Kings. The Kings. This is a draft class with the greatest players of all time. Now, I understand you didn't know that, but is it kind of Kings like to trade the pick away in the one draft class you actually want the pick? Come on, dog. All right. Okay. This is about to be weird because I don't want to watch the entire draft because that's kind of crazy. But all of it matters, at least the first half. All of the first half matters right now. First overall pick of the 2022 NBA draft. The Denver Nuggets are on the clock. Without Nikola Jokic, they sucked. And they ended up drafting Michael Jordan. Even in a league where there are nothing but GOATs, Michael Jordan gets drafted first overall. He was second on Draft Express Big Board, but first overall pick. Hall of Fame ceiling. And Sidney Moncrief floor. He averaged 31 back in North Carolina. And he's a 84 overall as a rookie. Okay, shot caller 73 needs to stop. If the Nuggets wanted to throw away the first round pick, they should have just picked me instead of the Jordan kid. Imagine somebody actually writing that back in 84 when Jordan was drafted. Man, that's a terrible pick. I'm sure there are people out there that thought that. And he turned out to be you know who. All right, here we go. Second overall pick. The San Antonio Spurs pick Bob Pettit. Now, I'm very curious to see how these older players or players from like the 60s, 50s, 70s perform in 2021. Bob Pettit says he's a stretch 4. I don't know much about him. We shall see what his career looks like. That's a very Spursian pick out of nowhere, a little under the radar type player. Derrick Rose is drafted 3rd overall in a draft class full of GOATs. Now he's going to have a different career. No injuries. Rookie version of him. And he's going to the Warriors that don't have Steph Curry because Steph Curry's a former MVP. So Derrick Rose, Klay Thompson, a lot of the young guys, Draymond Green, we'll see what they end up doing. 3rd overall pick, the Detroit Pistons select Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. Goes to Isaiah Stewart. I'm sorry, you're going to have to come off the bench now because you have Wilt Chamberlain, the guy that averaged 50 for a season. 5th overall pick. LeBron is going to Orlando. Oh my God. So who does Orlando have? Jalen Suggs, LeBron James, Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba. Well, LeBron's going to have his hands full trying to bring that organization around. But out of St. Vincent, St. Mary, LeBron James drafted 5th overall. Number 6, OKC gets Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, Shea Gilgeous, Lou Dort, Alexei Pokusevski. I'm liking it. I'm liking what they got building over there. Okay, 7th overall pick. KG is going to play with Jalen Green. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. 8th overall pick. The Brooklyn Nets get Kobe. But the Brooklyn Nets only got Kyrie right now. Because James Harden, Kevin Durant, former MVP. So it's just Kyrie and Kobe Bean Bryant right now. And Brooklyn. Wow. 8. He got the 8 on his shirt. You know what I'm saying? This is before 24. 9th overall pick. The Toronto Raptors select Oscar Robertson. So that's Pascal, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, and Big O. Sheesh, that's going to be kind of nice. Having just turned 36, don't expect Goran Dragic to play many. Yeah, facts. The Lakers. They have Anthony Davis still, but they don't have Russ. They don't have LeBron. They have Akeem Olajuwon. No Russ, no LeBron. We got Akeem Olajuwon. Come on, dog bars. Okay, Big O. Oh, not Big O. Big O just got drafted, but Hakeem Olajuwon with Anthony Davis, a nice little front court right there. Next, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. They see Karl Anthony Towns, and they select, get a guard. They traded the pick. Adam Silver, we have a trade to announce. The 11th overall pick for De'Aaron Fox. But no, that's not a good pick. Okay, so the Kings end up getting into the draft, which is good for them, I guess, because they're going to draft a former MVP. I would have wanted the Timberwolves to keep this pick. The Kings select Bill Russell. And if I am not mistaken, I did a video like in 2K21 where I picked the top 10 players of all time in the draft class, and Bill Russell ended up with the Kings too. So there it is. 42 wins vertical according to Zach Harper. The Charlotte Hornets have LaMelo Ball. Who are they drafting though? Hakeem Olajuwon. The center position is the biggest hole in the Hornets lineup, and they got the greatest center of all time. Fell all the way down to the 12th overall pick. Wow. Imagine the offense of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LaMelo Ball. It's about to be crazy. 13th overall pick. The Cleveland Cavaliers select Kevin Durant. Durantula. Another near 7-footer to add to the lineup of the Cavaliers. 14th overall pick. The Miami Heat select Charles Barkley. Okay. Kyle Lowry. Duncan Robinson. Jimmy Butler. We got Tyler Hero too. Jimmy Butler. Charles Barkley and Bam Adebayo. Crazy. All right. Allen Iverson is going back to Memphis. If you don't remember, Allen Iverson spent just a little bit of time in Memphis, and he's back to play with Ja Morant. Ja Morant, Allen Iverson backcourt. Okay. All right. 16th overall pick, the Washington Wizards are going to select Bob Cousy. Don't know much about Bob Cousy other than as a rookie, he's going to be decent because the person that created Bob Cousy as a rookie had him legendary. 79 overall, 14 badges. I'm just assuming that everybody that is drafted today has a 99 potential because these guys went on to win MVP awards. 18th overall pick to put 17th to put alongside Luka. We're getting James Harden and Luka Doncic on the same team. Porzingis is still there. Oh my God. The Mavericks land an obvious steal here, drafting a player, James Harden, that had coming off the board. He had him coming off the board 10 picks ago. Yeah, because he's James Harden. Russell Westbrook is now backing up Chris Paul at the moment. Okay. Don't love that pick for them. Not because it's Russell Westbrook, but because they already got Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul is old, and Russell Westbrook is now, 18, 19, 20 years old. So Chris Paul in 2 years is probably going to be out the door, and now Russell Westbrook and Devin Booker are their backcourt of the future. But I'm sure there are some wings that maybe would have been better. Or I guess they got DeAndre Ayton. Not a bad pick now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Who else? Tim Duncan is still on the board. David Robinson is going to an already logjam of front court players with the Pacers. But it's David Robinson. It's the Admiral. So, I mean, Sabonis, Miles Turner, move out the way. This is the Admiral coming to the city of... I don't know what Indianapolis is known for. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what they're known for. I've been there a few times, but don't even know what they're known for. The Portland Trailblazers, Dame, CJ, and Dave Cowens. Interesting. Well, what is Dave Cowens looking like in NBA 2K22 as a rookie? 83 overall? All right. Not a bad pick then. Not a bad. Russell Westbrook's lower than like a lot of these players. 6 badges. A lot of these players don't have a ton of badges, but then like Charles Barkley has 23. Okay. 23 for, it's Mike. You know what I'm saying? 23 for LeBron. Okay. So, okay, those kind of make sense. Next player, 21st overall pick. The Los Angeles Clippers are selecting Nikola Jokic. Kawhi is still in this league. Paul George and young Nikola Jokic. Hey, man, look out for the clip. Clip gang or don't bang. That's what they be saying. The Bulls pick Karl Malone. I guess that's the biggest hole in the Bulls lineup, the power forward position. Now, I personally would have selected Tim Duncan or Dirk before I would have selected Karl Malone for obvious reasons. But hey, Karl Malone won multiple MVP awards. So, I mean, there you go. We also have Moses Malone in here, too. Or did Karl Malone win one and Moses won multiple? I'll be forgetting that mixed up. Steph Curry is off the board. And I forgot he was even an option. And he's going to Atlanta with Trae Young. They're going to have to move him over to the shooting guard position, bro. One of the skills they tested at the combines, the player ability to hit NBA distance threes. Steph Curry bested every single player by hitting the most NBA threes. His limitless range should make him an instant fan favorite for the Hawks. Yeah, imagine the creation and the shot making of the Atlanta Hawks now that they have Trae Young and Stephen Curry. Larry Bird, it was still on the board. Oh, Magic Johnson is still on the board somewhere. Larry Legend is going to play with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Crazy. New York Knicks select. Take Magic. Oh, trade. The Hornets traded. They have a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LaMelo Ball, and now they have the 25th overall pick. Who are you selected with that pick? The Hornets select Giannis. LaMelo, Giannis, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is definitely a draft class that you want to trade everything to get into, and they did that. The Bucks almost got their guy. They're up on the board now, or they traded the pick too. The Hawks are about to have Trae Young, Steph Curry, and somebody else. Trae Young, Steph Curry, and somebody else. Who did they draft? Steve Nash. Oh my God, Atlanta, what are you doing? Let's just get 3 point guards. Three great point guards at that. They can't even play on the court together ever. We traded our center away. Let me see. Can I see who's on the board still? I can't see who's on the board. Oh, big board. Nope, that's not that. I don't know who's on the board still, but I promise you, there are centers that are still. Will Chamberlain got still. Okay, wait. Wes Unseld, Moses Malone, Bill Walton, Bob McAdoo, Willis Reed. These are all centers that are still available. At the power forward position, Tim Duncan and Dirk is still available. And y'all go get another point guard. Small forward, you still got Julius Erving. Who else? I think that's everybody, really. We're down to the last couple picks. There are a lot of point guards, I guess. But there's... Travis Slink is bugging. That's all you really need to know. Okay, we're down to the last couple players in this draft. The Utah Jazz, please pick Tim Duncan. Magic Johnson, I won't complain about either. I would not complain about Magic Johnson going to Utah. Okay. All right. Okay, the Pelicans. Who do I want y'all to take? You already got Zion. You need a guard, low-key, and Magic is just off the board. You pick Bill Walton. Sure, Jonas Valanciunas just got extended, but move out the way because Bill Walton is going to have a career where he does not get injured. Next, we have Willis Reed getting drafted to the Boston Celtics. Okay. Another guy that's like Robert Williams' size, another 6'9" center. But he's better. This is a former MVP we're talking about. Last pick of the first round is Dirk going to the Clips, who just picked up Jokic. Jokic, Dirk, Paul George, Kawhi. All right. Now the Magic have LeBron, if I'm not mistaken. And they're adding Tim Duncan and LeBron together. Oh my God. Two players that are arguably the greatest at their positions are teaming up as rookies. The craziest ceiling on that team. Moses Malone is going to the Nuggets. I forgot who the Nuggets drafted in the first round. Let's see. Oh, Michael Jordan and Moses Malone are together. Right. And I think we're almost done here. Let's see. Bob McAdoo goes to the Pistons. I think they already drafted a center. Wes Unseld goes to the Warriors, who drafted Derrick Rose. Okay. And the Pistons had drafted Will Chamberlain. All right. That might be it. Is that everybody? Julius Erving is going to OKC. And that's it. All of the rest of these players are auto-generated. Let me know in the comment section if you are excited for your favorite team's draft. Yeah, this is about to be interesting, bro. Here are all the teams. I forgot this team traded away their pick, bro. What are you doing? Larry Bird, Tobias Harris, Joel, and Ben. Come on, dog. That's crazy. Karl Malone with that Bulls team should be nice. Kevin Durant comes in with those other big players. Like, this is about to get really interesting. Jokic is coming off the bench for Zubac. Okay. But that team is about to be... You know what? Let's get to simulating. Will there be any players from this draft class to get an all-star appearance in their very first season? All-star selection. Let's get to the draft. It's Team Luka versus Team Joel. Bob Cousy is an all-star starter. Bob Pettit is an all-star reserve. We got a lot of first-timers, man. John Morant first time. LaMelo first time. We have Wilt and Hakeem Olajuwon starting. And Bill Russell. The centers are taking over the league. Yeah, the centers were super heavy, man. The centers were definitely super heavy. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, so I'm just going to go to the end of the season. We'll see who made the playoffs, who didn't. We'll look at statistics, who's dominating that first year, all of that stuff. Jason Tatum won MVP. Wow. Who was Jason Tatum's teammates over there? I forget. Michael Jordan wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 29, 5.5, 6, 2.3, and 1.1 blocks. He shot a whopping 20% from the three-point line, but that doesn't matter. He's Michael Jordan. He don't change his game because it's 2021. The game changes because Michael Jordan is there, and he almost averages 30 as a rookie. Magic Johnson coming off the bench for Mike Conley, averages 17, 9, and 6 off the bench. John Ice Defensive Player of the Year. That probably won't happen that many times in this simulation. I'm guessing that some of the players that are in this draft class going to take Defensive Player of the Years. Davion Mitchell wins Most Improved, averaging 15. Shout out to Off Night. Ime Udoka. Okay. All NBA teams. Michael Jordan, Bob Pettit, and Hakeem Olajuwon as rookies make the list. Bob Pettit, we saw him be an all-star. He averaged 25, 8.5, and 5. 40% from 3. They did say he was a stretch 4, and there he's doing that. Hakeem Olajuwon averages 23.7, 13.6, 2.7 assists per, almost 50% from the field, and he also shot better from 3 than Michael Jordan did. That's all you need to know. Second team, Bob Cousy, 24, 12, and 5. Jesus Christ, Bob, relax on them boys. And then third team, Wilt Chamberlain, averages about 23, 11, and 2. Defensive teams, nobody. Interesting. I mean, they are rookies. Here are the best of the rookies, though. MJ, KD, Magic, the Admiral, Big O. D Rose, 21 and 9. Shout out to D Rose. LeBron, 20 and 6.5. Disappointing. Allen Iverson, KG, and Dave Cohen. Let's see who did what that we didn't talk about. League leaders. We saw MJ. Steph Curry averages 19. Wow. I just hate this. Gotta hate this. Can I make Steph Curry's... They're all just point guards, by the way. This means that they will very rarely ever play on the court together. Oh, they signed him. I'm like, how did Bradley... So you got LaMelo, Bradley Beal, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis. Yes, Giannis. I was about to say, didn't they have 2 first-round picks? And Giannis, who didn't have a great rookie season, but he's Giannis. Giannis just started off the league taking it over. You know, it took him a while. Wow, that team is about to be crazy. Marvin Bagley's here too, who they signed for agency as well. But this team's about to be crazy in like 2 years. Count on it, bro. So now we have Kyrie Irving in LA. They signed him in free agency. So it's Kyrie, Hakeem, and Anthony Davis. What the heck? I need to keep up with who's going where in free agency. LeBron James is here by himself, right? James Harden averages 13. Kobe averaged 23. Wes Unseld down there averaged about more rebounds than points, but it's Wes Unseld. What do you expect? Who else was here? Didn't they have 2 guys? Am I tripping? Didn't this team select 2 players? Because I remember I was like, who did they select in the first round? And it was like, oh, it was Michael Jordan. Where's their second star? Did they trade their second? I need to go look at trades. They might have traded their second star, which would have been crazy. The Admiral, okay. Bill Walton averaged 6 points per game, but he's also like the 3rd center on the team, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Didn't this team also have 2? Am I tripping? I must be tripping, bro. I could have swore that team drafted 2 players. No. So the only thing I can think of is that some of the players that got signed, or some of the players that got drafted in the 2nd round didn't get a rookie contract, which is wild to think about. That you got a legendary player and you're like, nah, I don't want to use a roster spot on him. You remember that Pelicans team or the Hornets team? I was like, oh, they're gonna be something scary in a few years. Well, they're in the finals right now. And you know what? Who do we have? We have Bill Walton and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I want to jump into some of these games. I didn't really like that matchup, but Bill Walton's team ends up winning the championship. Boom. Okay. Chris Paul retires, means that Russell Westbrook is going to get more freedom to do what he wants to do. And I want to go to player progression to see who jumps up the most. Larry Bird only jumps up 2. Okay. Is this the way this is about to go? This is my, okay, Carmelo jumps up 5. This is my first year doing something like this. Okay, so there's up 5 for KD. Okay, a lot of these players are jumping up 5. Oh, okay, Paul George is significantly worse. But the other players are jumping up, so that means something. Why the heck did Larry Bird only jump up 2 while everybody else in this draft class is jumping up 3, 4, 5? Everybody's jumping up 4 to 5, and Larry Bird's like, nah, I'm gonna just get y'all a smooth 2. Hakeem Olajuwon didn't jump. Well, what the heck? Are you telling me he's hit his max already? Stop it. Stop all of that right now. James Harden jumps up 5. Kobe jumps up 5. Jordan jumps up 4. But it's really Michael Porter Jr.'s team. Don't get that mistaken. Michael Jordan, don't come in and think that this is your team, because it's not. Bill Walton is finally going to be starting after that championship run. So there's Moses Malone. Was Moses Malone drafted here? Or did he was a 2nd round pick, 2nd overall pick? I got to go look back through the footage. But I don't think he was drafted here. I think so they picked him up in free agency and just like gave him a contract. Yes, that's the only way. That's the only way he's making $30 million. There's no rookie contracts. It's $30 million in the 2nd year. So I think it was the Detroit Pistons drafted him 2nd overall in the 2nd round and didn't give this man a contract. And now he's making $30 million a year. Let's see this year's draft, year number 2. Will Chamberlain is the captain. So that's fire. On Team Luka, there's only one former MVP, and that's Moses Malone. But on Team Wilt decided he wanted to draft everybody from his class. He got the Bobs, Kuzi and Pettit. He got Hakeem Olajuwon. He got Big O. He got Bill Russell. He got Willis Reed. He took them all. I also realized Michael Jordan ain't made an All-Star game yet. So this is fake. You know what I'm saying? He was in there immediately, you know? Oh, Mr. Bob Pettit is the MVP of the entire league. Well, it says he's 13 years pro, but he's 24 years old, so that's fun. Yeah, Bob Pettit, GOAT status, I guess. What the heck? Okay, that guy won Rookie of the Year. Bob Pettit is 6 man. Oh, Bob McAdoo. There's so many Bobs. Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy, Bob McAdoo wins 6 Man of the Year. Jaren Defensive Player of the Year. Russell Westbrook wins Most Improved because, well, he's got the minutes now. You know, he averaged 21 and 7.5. Shout out to him. He got to get those rebounds up, baby. We trying to get triple doubles from an early stage. What are you doing? Greg Popovich, which means that not only was Bob Pettit's team amazing, that was one of the reasons why he won MVP. So we got LaMelo, LeBron, who didn't even make the All-Star game because I don't remember reading his name. He did not make the All-Star game, but he was All-NBA first team. What sense does that make? Not a lot of sense, not even a little bit. Hakeem Olajuwon is there. He put up like identical stats, almost identical stats to the previous season. But if he's averaging that for his entire career, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. Magic Johnson is there. Okay. Big O is there. 2nd team. Will Chamberlain is there. Bob Cousy. Numbers are slightly down from last year, but that's not a bad thing. Michael Jordan. Numbers are a lot down, but like I said earlier, this is Michael Porter Jr.'s team. Yeah, it's Michael Jordan. Who? There's Kevin Durant. And yeah, defensive team. Okay, so we got MJ. We got Shaq on the defensive team. Bill Russell. The Ball brothers are there. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Year number 2. Do we need to look at statistics every single season? We'll look at the top statistics and see, like, Kobe averaged 25. I know some people wonder what Kobe was at. MJ, KD, Wilt. Hey, these boys right here, nice. Did they make the playoffs? Did Washington make the playoffs? Washington. They did not. Oh, they're the 10th seed. Okay, so let's see if we're going to have a good matchup in the finals that we can, get in and watch two legendary players go head-to-head. We got at least 1 or 2 upsets on both sides. Okay, we got a 2 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2. Is Greg Popovich gonna get a championship with Bob Pettit? Bob Pettit versus versus the Admiral, Chris Duarte. Get his overall up. Y'all been watching what that boy been doing. Get his overall up. So it's Bob McAdoo. It's another matchup of, like, players that are big men. I want to see some guards, some wings lead their team to the finals. And Bob Pettit might be the greatest player of all time. Year 2, MVP and finals MVP. Don't happen often, bro. Don't happen often. Larry Legend only jumping up 1. He might not end up being legendary. I mean, he's not even getting that much better. What the heck? I guess that's a chance for every one of these players, right? They're gonna hit ceilings eventually. Like Jokic only jumped up 1 this season. Allen Iverson is still jumping up dramatically. Why is Trae Young getting worse at 25? I don't know. I didn't even look at Steph Curry's stats. He averaged 23. Did he start? He started almost every game of the season, so that's good. Steve Nash is like just a super glorified 6-man. If that man don't leave in free agency the first chance he gets so he can start somewhere. And if you're wondering about overalls, Will Chamberlain is the highest overall player from the draft class so far. Then you got Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, a lot of the players from way before our time for sure. But Michael Jordan's up to a 93. Julius Erving is the lowest overall player from this draft class. He's only an 84 overall at the moment. He's only 23 though. That can get better. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wes Unseld and Bob McAdoo are down here too. I thought they wouldn't be down here, but they are. So, some MVPs are weighted differently throughout NBA history is all I'm saying. LaMelo wins MVP. Okay, so we only get 1 MVP award in 3 years for our legendary draft class. Trae Young is now a 6-man, and he is the 6-man of the year. So that tells me Steph Curry's probably starting now. Michael Jordan wins Defensive Player of the Year, averaging about 3 steals and a block a game. The first guard to win it since Gary Payton. So that's great. Derrick Rose is the most improved. He jumped up from about 20 points per game to 26 points per game. He is a 91 overall. You love to see that. And the Memphis Grizzlies are the best team in the league according to the coaching award. Big O, Bob Pettit, Braun. Okay, Will Chamberlain. Oh, Will took a jump. Will took a big time jump. Second team, we have Cousy. We have KD finally making an appearance. You knew he was going to be there eventually. Karl Malone making an appearance. David Robinson jumped up a lot too. This seems like the leap year for a lot of these players. Yeah, this seems like the leap year for a lot of these players, which is great because it's too many of them not for us to be winning every award. I feel like every year there should be somebody from that draft class to win the award. League leaders, Bob Cousy averaged 30 and 10. Hey, Bob Cousy, oh my God, bro. NBA 75, and people were clowning Bob Cousy because they saying he wouldn't be able to last in 2021. Well, this is living proof. 30 and 10? Will Chamberlain with a 29 and 18 and 3 blocks, some light for Wilt. A lot of the top scorers are people from our class. It just took a few years for them to get things going. Amazing. Can we please get a finals that we can jump in on? Please. That's all I want. I just want to watch 2 of the most legendary players of all time go head to head. Would you believe me if I told you we're in game number 5 and none of these games have been close yet? At least not close enough to actually jump into. Like, that's a 10-point game. Like, it's not, none of them have even been close. Like, what the heck? They're going back and forth. I tell you that they going back and forth, but not enough for us to actually jump into. Come on, give us a game, man. We want to see Ja Morant and Allen Iverson run together. Like, look at that. That's a 17-point game. Imagine having an entire series that goes to 7, but none of them are good games. I don't know, is that good for the NBA? Because you get a 7-game series out of it. But look at that. It's a 30-piece. It's a 30-piece. Come on, dog. We need to be better here. And it ended up being Jason Tatum winning Finals MVP. He put up 38. Cole Anthony put up 27 and 10. Willis Reed in the playoffs in general averaged 20 and 11. I just want to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody on this team, anybody here that I think could potentially switch teams? Because all of them are hitting restricted free agency. Is anybody not going to get a contract? from their original team. Like, they'd be wild not to, but it's a possibility. And it looks like a lot of these players took their qualifying offer. So they will officially hit restricted free agency, like officially, next offseason, which should be crazy. Because I don't know how you keep Steve Nash, Trae Young, and Steph Curry. You know, like, it don't make sense. Financially, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. So we should see a lot of turnover towards the league. Giannis is finally starting to wake up. So that's interesting. So we shall see, man. We got a few more years in this video, and then again, we'll come back in a few days and do part 2. Listen, I'm trying to see some gameplay. Hey, Coolsy, keep going crazy. I mean, look at the 35 and 12. 35 and 12, like, for real. I bet his shot tendency is 9. Yeah, his shot tendency is 99. But, like, bro, he killing. Steve Nash is now a 6th man. Which means that Trae Young is not even a 6th man no more. Where'd Trae Young go? Shaq is Defensive Player of the Year. Where the heck has Shaq been? Have we not kept up with Shaq? He averaged 12, 11, 2.5 blocks. What have you done, though? I was an all-star this year. Okay, just slow. He's a slow progressor, even though in real life the man was, like, immediately came into the league, was dominated. But, like, he's a 94 overall, so it's coming around. Coach of the Year is Wes Unseld Jr. Wes Unseld Sr. is in the league right now. I don't know where he's at because he ain't been doing much, but he's in the league right now, and his son is coaching. Hopefully he signs to his son's team. First year where we have nothing but players from our draft class. They're all about 25, 26, so they're hitting their athletic primes, their NBA primes. Cousy, Big O, Karl Malone, Bob Pettit, and Wilt Chamberlain. Second team, please give me nothing but... It was close, but Luka's a monster, and he jumped in there to steal one of those spots. But we do have Allen Iverson, KG, LeBron, and David Robinson. Third team, Steph Curry is now starting and averaging 29 points per game. Yeah, 47% from 3. Yeah, kind of different. But it actually happened to be Jason Tatum to come in and steal that. He's in Milwaukee for some reason, so that's different. Defensive team, we got KG, we have MJ, we have Jaren, and we have Shaq with Ben Simmons. Second team, okay, can we please, and I mean please, get a good game in the finals? I just want to see some stuff go down. So we have Allen Iverson averaging 30, Big O averaged 27 and 12. 12 is the most assists. Steals is AI, and it's MJ. Blocks is going to be Wilt Chamberlain. Field goals made per is Zion because he's Zion. Conference finals has Magic Johnson. Nope. Magic. It has Bill Russell versus, who are in Denver again? Oh, Michael Jordan and Bob McAdoo and Michael Porter Jr. and somebody more, Kenneth Morris Jr. Okay. And then we have the Giannis-led team. No, he's not the leader, but like the Giannis team with LaMelo. That team better make the finals. But they're going against Detroit, who have Wilt Chamberlain and Davion Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant. That's a nice team, but I don't think they're better than the LaMelo team. LaMelo team is not going to make it. So we have Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain. Yes, I'm here for this series. Come on, please give me a close game. Game number 2 is close-ish. Come on. Please go on a run. They're not going to go on a run. They're not going to go on a run. They're not going to go on a run. It's a 2-0 series, and it ain't even been close, man. Come on. Come on, Bill. Fight back. Go let Wilt Chamberlain dominate you. Come on, man. You got 11 rings for a reason. That's a 20-point lead. That's, like, ridiculous that we cannot get a single game worth jumping into. Are you kidding me? They're about to sweep? They're about to sweep? Bill, if you don't fight back, he's not fighting back. He's already gone. It's over. Bill Russell, eliminated by Wilt Chamberlain. It's wraps. Wilt Chamberlain wins his first championship of his career. Bill, he tried. I mean, they last game, he tried his hardest. He even took a couple threes, but he could not get it done. All right, so this is a very interesting year because all these players are about to hit restricted free agency, and this is probably going to be our last year of this video. We're going to see who switches teams, so there's some high anticipation for next episode. You see how we do these things. So I'm going to simulate a few days into the future. All right, we're 8 days into free agency, and Steve Nash has nothing. Dave Cohen, nothing. Giannis, nothing. Kareem, nothing. So that's happening in the current world. All of those legendary players, no offers. Signed, Wilt Chamberlain went to the Trailblazers. He was not there. He just won a championship and dipped off on his team. Who else? Bill Russell stayed. Okay, LeBron stayed. Big O stayed. Most of these players are staying. Oh, Bob Cousy switched teams. Okay, Hakeem stayed. Magic stayed. Right? Everybody's staying. That's a little lame. I'll admit that. It's just a little bit. Just a tad. I was hoping to see some players switch teams, and a lot of them did not. We had a few. Moses Malone switched teams. All right. He's now with the Lakers, but for the most part, everybody stayed put where they were. This man, Bill Walton, is a 90 overall. He averaged 11 points per. What the heck? Russell Westbrook stayed. Everybody, literally everybody, except for a couple, stayed. LeBron now has Bradley Beal in the team, so that's interesting. But we did have some players there with no offers whatsoever. So, you know, they can be the swinging force of a team going to the championship. Because y'all know, once a team, a player has no offers, he be hitting free agency and signing for like $5 million. So like Steve Nash, Giannis, Dave, these are 4 please just sign somewhere. Let me go a week into the season. I know I should probably save this for next video, but I need those players to sign somewhere. And they did. Okay, so they all signed. Where did they go? Big moments, big moments. Wes Unseld signed to the Bulls on a $1 million deal. Hakeem signed to the Raptors. Yikes. Then he ended up being there in real life once upon a time. Dave went to the Heat. Giannis went to the Pels. Steve Nash went to the Magic. Oh, snap. The Magic are low-key very, very nice. LeBron, Steve Nash, Jalen Suggs, Bradley. Oh, they don't have any bigs at all. That's crazy. Okay. Giannis is also a small forward in this world, and he's playing with Zion and Bill Walton. So, like, where's the spacing? All right, I think that's it for today's video. That's wraps, man. I'll see y'all in a few days with part number 2, and we'll see who hits that next step. Who's going to be the greatest player of all time? If you enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.